I'm 500 miles away from home. Teardrops fell on Mama's note when I read the thing she wrote. She said, we miss you, son, we love you, come on home. Well, I didn't have to pack, I had it all right on my back. Now I'm 500 miles away from home. Away from home, away from home, cold and tired and all alone. Yes, I'm 500 miles away from home.
I know this is the same road I took the day I left home, but it sure looks different now. Well, I guess I look different too, 'cause time changes everything. I wonder what they'll say when they see their boy looking this way.
Oh, I wonder what they'll say when I get home. Can't remember when I ate, it's just thumb and walk and wait. And I'm still 500 miles away from home. If my luck had been just right, I'd be with them all tonight. But I'm still 500 miles away from home. Away from home, away from home, cold and tired and all alone. Yes, I'm still 500 miles away from home. Oh, I'm still 500 miles away. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister, and brother. I dreamed about that girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Home folks think I'm big in Detroit City. From the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. But by day I make the cars, by night I make the bars. If only they could read between the lines. 'Cause you know, I rode a freight train north to Detroit City. And after all these years I find that I've just been wasting my time. So I just think I'll take my foolish pride and put it on a southbound freight and ride. Go on back to the loved ones
the ones that I left waiting so far behind.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. If you love somebody enough, you'll follow wherever they go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. If you love somebody enough, you'll go where your heart wants to go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I know if you've seen her, you'd tell me, 'cause you are my friend. I've got to find her and find out the trouble she's in. And if you tell me she's not here, you can follow the trail of my tears. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. She'd get mad and she used to say she'd come back to Memphis someday. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I haven't eaten a bite or slept for 3 days and nights. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I've got to find her and tell her that I love her so. I'll never rest till I find out why she had to go. So thank you for your precious time. Forgive me if I start to cry. That's how I got to Memphis. 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 I sold the farm to take my woman where she longed to be. We left our kin and all our friends back there in Tennessee. I bought those one-way tickets she had often begged me for, and they took us to the streets of Baltimore. Her heart was filled with laughter when she saw those city lights. She said the prettiest place on earth is Baltimore at night. Well, a man feels proud to give his woman what she's longing for, and I kind of like the streets of Baltimore. Got myself a factory job. I ran an old machine. I bought a little cottage in a neighborhood serene. Yeah, every night when I came home with every muscle sore, she would drag me through the streets of Baltimore. Well, I did my best to bring her back to what she used to be, but I soon learned she loved those bright lights much more than she loved me. Now I'm a-going back on that same train that brought me here before, while my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. Yes, my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. Four strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all these things that won't change, come what may. But my good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. I may go out to Alberta, weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I could go to working for. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. If I get there before the snow flies and things are going good, you could join me if I'd send you down the fair. But if you wait until it's winter, it would do no good, for the wind sure can blow cold way out there. Four strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all these things that won't change, come what may. But my good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Way down in the state of Georgia, amongst the swamps and the Everglades, there's a big old hole in Tiger Mountain. God help the man who gets lost in Miller's Cave. I had me a girl in Waycross, Georgia, but she had unfaithful ways. She made me feel I was unwanted, like the bats and the bears in Miller's Cave. I caught her out Sunday morning with some guy they called Big Dave, the meanest man in Waycross, Georgia. I'd rather fight a mountain lion in Miller's Cave. So I said, "You're gonna pay."
both you and Davy, 'cause I'm gonna see you in your grave. And they laughed at me, and then I shot him, and then I dragged their cheating, scheming bones to Miller's cave.
I couldn't stand the way she did me. Well, I guess I showed her I was brave. Most wanted man in the state of Georgia. They're never gonna find me 'cause I'm lost in Miller's cave. I was born in Saginaw, Michigan. I grew up in a house on Saginaw Bay. My dad was a poor, hard-working Saginaw fisherman. Too many times he came home with too little pay. I loved a girl in Saginaw, Michigan, the daughter of a wealthy, wealthy man. But he called me that son of a Saginaw fisherman and said I wasn't good enough for his daughter's hand. That's why I went up to Alaska, searching around for gold. Like a crazy fool I was digging in the frozen ground so cold. But with each new day I prayed I'd strike it rich, and then I'd go back home and claim my love in Saginaw, Michigan. I wrote my love in Saginaw, Michigan. I said, honey, I'm coming home, please wait for me. And you can tell your dad I'm coming back a richer man. I hit the biggest strike in Klondike history. So her dad met me in Saginaw, Michigan. He gave me a great big party and he served champagne. Then he said, son, now you're a wise, young, ambitious man. Now won't you sell your father-in-law your Klondike claim? So now he's up there in Alaska, digging in the cold, cold ground, while the greedy fool is looking for the gold I never found. It serves him right, no one here is a-missing him, least of all the newlyweds of Saginaw, Michigan. Least of all us newlyweds of Saginaw, Michigan.
Gather round, cats, and I'll tell you a story about how to become an all-American boy. Buy you a guitar and put it in tune, you be rocking and rolling soon. Impressing the girls, picking hot licks, and all that jazz. I bought me a guitar a year ago, learned how to play in a day or so. And all around town it was well understood that I was knocking them out like Johnny B. Good. Hot licks, showing off, number one. Did I practice all day and up into the night? My papa's hair was turning white, 'cause he didn't like rock and roll. He said, you can stay, boy, but that's gotta go. He's a square. He just didn't dig me at all. So I took my guitar, picks and all, bid farewell to my poor pa. Split for Memphis, where they say you all and them swinging cats are having a ball. Session, hot licks and all, they dig me. I rockin' and a boppin' and I was a-getting the breaks. The girls all said that I had what it takes. When up stepped a man with a big cigar, he said, come here, cat, I'm gonna make you a star. I put you on bandstand, buy you a Cadillac, sign you, kid. I signed my name and became a star, having a ball with my guitar, driving a big long Cadillac, and fighting the girls off of my back. They just kept a coming, screaming, yeah, they like it. So I picked my guitar with a great big grin, and the money just kept on pouring in. But then one day my Uncle Sam, he says, here I am. Uncle Sam needs you, boy. I'm gonna cut your hair off. Take that rifle, kid. Give me that guitar. Yeah.
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed neath the town hall light. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. The judge, he said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. I spoke not a word, although it meant my life, for I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The scaffold was high and eternity was near. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes at night, when the cold wind moans, in a long black veil she cries o'er my bones. Yes, she walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. must a white dove sail before she can sleep in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many times can a man turn his head pretending he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in